Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Bro, I swear, sometimes you don't pick up on some of my words. No, even. All right, that's fine.
You talking about like right there?
Nah. I put it down right there, but yo,
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3.
are you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, we about to record. I'm gonna text you though.
All right.
We good? Hey. Hey, man. Oh my goodness. Can we get the we back? Hey.
I need that button.
Yeah, we do.
That chance that we back.
Hey,
hold
cause
on,
we
I feel
really
like-
back, man.
I need that. All I got for you right now is
Yes, sir. Clap it up. Yes, sir. Salute. Hey, look, man. Good morning. Good evening. Good night. 5 o'clock somewhere.
yes, sir.
For us, it's 7:29. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Far From Home podcast, man. I'm your host, LJ.
I'm your boy Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sirski.
Hey, consistency is the wave these days, though. That's all it's taking. That's all it's taking, man. Y'all probably like, man, niggas on episode 2. What they know about consistency?
We trying, man.
Hey, we trying though, bro. Small steps equal big moves, man. How you feel?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm hungry.
Hey,
y'all gonna see me.
You know what?
Y'all gonna see me eating today.
Hey, that's fine. We can have some one-on-one time right now. Us. You know, so we can get intimate real quick.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the problem with our generation. Intimate does not mean don't have to mean nothing crazy.
Nah, but
bro.
just looked at the camera like y'all was gonna really get at it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Spiritually,
yeah.
we was gonna connect. See, that's your problem. I be want to
I didn't
connect
say
with the
nothing.
viewers.
I didn't say nothing.
You know what? You see how your own co-host do you, bro?
I heard him. You want to get intimate, man?
Bro, think he in a
ahead.
Doritos commercial.
Go ahead. Sponsor.
Hey, no, look. But look, though.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
But look, if you really
If you
Doritos,
trying,
we just gonna put it there. We just gonna put it there. If y'all decide that's what y'all want to do, hey, we not.
if not, you know, I'll go to Ruffles.
Cool. Hey, bro. Oh my goodness. So, man, if you tuned in the last episode, we basically told our story to where we've been at. You know what our plans are for the future. No, I'm good. Appreciate it though. Appreciate it. You know, just kind of how we've grown and things like that, man. So this episode, man, we're talking about relationships. And no, we're not just talking about romantically and friends with benefits and situationships. We're talking about all facets of relationships.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So my first question to you is, man, like, you're 23, fresh out of college, you're in a new place. How important are relationships to you right now?
This is all facet of relationships, right?
Let's break it down, right? So let's talk about friendships.
So it's funny because right after college, and I told a lot of people this.
Yep.
I was like, right after college, it was my bad, y'all. I feel like I had enough friends. I was like, I moved to this new place. I don't want to make no more friends. No new friends. Like, nah. But being here and having newfound friendships and newfound, you know, people to hang out with, it's pretty important, you know, because it keeps you going and it keeps you understanding of other people are out here living their lives too.
Yeah.
So being here now, relationships and friendships are important to me because my friends keep me grounded and they keep me sane. You know, when I call people back from North Carolina and from Winston, they're like, they keep me going because I know they're out there trying to do their own thing while I'm also doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? So they're pretty important to me. I would scale, if I scaled on 30, it'd probably be like a 20, 21.
Yeah.
They're not so important where I have to be like, oh, I need my friends right now. Because, you know, it's just me and you for real. Like,
Right.
you know, along with some other people that we've met along the way. But, yeah, about 21.
Yeah,
22.
and I think like it's always nice having those those relationships with people where even though y'all don't talk every day, like yo, you had that phone call and it like it's quite literally motivational for you to be like, yo, bro, you doing what you doing over there, I'm doing what I'm doing over here. I know when we meet up in the future, like man, it's gonna be all love. Like we gonna have a lot to talk about, a lot to share. So relationships, man, are I'm gonna be honest, man. They like they're important to me right now, but like it's not the top of my list. I think the relationships that matter to me are the ones where I feel like I can gain something, and not in the sense of like, yo, that's like a selfish gain or like I'm only looking to get something out of somebody, but more so like, yo, if it's somebody that I'm like, man, I look up to this person, or man, they're in a space that I'm trying to be in, and I can get them to pour into me, yo, those are the relationships
They can push you. They can almost push you into be like, yo, you can be better. You can be better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
man. Yeah, man. Like, you know, those more so like mentor type relationships, right? Not everybody can be a mentor, but sometimes, you know, when you are looking for that, it kind of just falls into place, right? So I think for me, like those are the important relationships right now.
Yeah. I've also learned that like friendships, like you said, don't always have to be everyday things.
Yeah.
They don't have to be a thing where you always are on each other, or you always like with them, or you talk to them every single day. Friendships can just be, I have a good friend, you know, that I met in 7th grade that we will go months without talking.
For sure.
Shout out Javin. And like we'll talk and we'll be like, bro, talk for 30 minutes and be like, gee, glad you're doing your thing. Like nothing changed. So
Right.
they are important to me in my life at 23 out of college. But I also feel like I've had a lot of fun in college, and I've met a lot of new people, and I put myself out there a lot. So I almost have my circle. But I'm open to, you know, meeting more people and having more friends as well.
Yeah. And I think there's a difference between relationships and connections. You know what I mean? Like, and this is why
Break
I say
that down
that,
for me.
right? Because this is why I say that. You can have a relationship with somebody in the sense that like, yeah, you guys know each other, but I think everybody has those people where like, yo, this is somebody that you know that like you're good with. Like, bro, if let's say I had a student who was like, yo, I want to, you know, own a clothing brand. And I'm like, oh, yo, I have a connection in the fashion world. Yeah. He has his own clothing brand. He does this. Let me connect you. Like, those are connections. Those are chain link connections that you have to, you know what I mean? Like, we may not be the best of buddies, but yo, we had a good fellowship conversation one time somewhere, and you know, we stayed connected.
Yeah.
Not too often, but we stayed connected. And I know that, hey, I can call on you if I have some sort of need.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think there's a difference between like relationships and connections, and they're both important in any, you know, form, facet of life that you're in. But right now, I think I value those connections and that, like I said, that mentorship more than like, yo, like we hang out and we go out on a Friday night. Like that's not really what I'm looking for. I see what you're saying. You know?
Yeah, I get that. And I think we made a lot of those in college. Like I think I have a lot of people, if I needed advice or I needed to be able to ask them a question about pretty much a lot of anything.
Yeah.
I can call on somebody and it won't be like, oh, why are they calling me? It'll be like,
exactly.
Oh, what's up? Like why go on? Like what you need?
Yeah.
So and that's pretty, I like that.
Yeah, man. And like for me, I think a good example is like, you know, Jay. Shout out Tate by Jay, man. He's super good dude, right? Yeah. Like I know Jay really through like a big brother of mine, and they're really cool. But Jay's one of those people where like we operate in the same space. And bro, I promise you, whenever I call Jay and it's like something about a camera or like any advice, yo, he pick up and he like, yeah, like what's good? Like what you want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? And it's not like me and Jay are the best of friends. We're definitely cool with each other. Like we had been out with each other before, but like to me, like it kind of teeters on the fine line of like relationship connection, but that's a connection to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I think to put that in perspective for people. So
I think you're more interested in making those type of connections more so than like friendships.
Yeah, man. Like I feel like I have enough friends right now, right? For real. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, and I've never been that person to feel like, yo, I need to, like I stick real close to the people that I'm cool with, right? And I think like that's how my family is. That's how I was raised. So that's kind of like all I know. And I think my attitude is hitting the joint. I think that my attitude towards it is not like the most willing to be able to make those new, you know, friendships and relationships.
Yeah.
But, you know, transitioning, man, I want to kind of hit that second piece, right? So let's talk about romantic relationships, right? Mm-hmm. And again, I ask you, how important is that to you on your journey that you're in right now?
I think you should answer that one first.
Yeah. So for me, it's crazy because it's a flip coin, right? So on the other side of that, I definitely feel like that's something that's important to me right now.
Right.
I don't put a lot of emphasis on it, and I try to let it be an organic thing that happens naturally.
Yeah.
As far as romantically with like, any women that I come across. But I think right now, when I think about, okay, dating to marry and, being being a Christian and being a young man in, 2025, I want somebody who, when things get rough, things get tough, like I'm Batman and you Robin.
Nah, for real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I get you.
I always make I have the saying of like, me and my shorty, we gonna take over the world. Yeah. Like, and that's truly how I feel.
You said you Superman. Say they Lois Lane. Like,
hey, you feel me?
I
Come
got
on
you.
now.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, that's important because I plan on building generational wealth and bringing family wealth to whoever my spouse is. So having that kind of partner in crime is something that's important to me. And it's all God's timing for sure, and this is something that I'm learning. But I don't take that lightly, right? I think any person that I come across, like I try to be super intentional about how we interact with each other.
Yeah.
Right. And if like you're not on that same page as me, there's nothing wrong with being friends, but like in this sense, I'm not looking for a friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got 2 good homegirls that I can go to.
That's it.
That's all. Hey,
That's all you need.
that's all I need, bro.
Yeah,
that's all I
get
need.
you. I understand that.
You know what I mean? So that's me though.
Yeah, which is like you said, opposite. For me, I think I'm not really
Yeah.
like relationship is important to me. Like a romantic relationship is important to me, and I believe that I want to be able to build that. But on the same side, man, I'm in a new city. I'm trying to build something on my own, and I'm like, I care about that, but I got my own thing going right now, and I'm really like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, that's gonna come. Like you got to focus on this right now.
Yeah.
And and to add context, I've been in relationships, right? Like I was in undergrad. I think I was in 2 relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then in high school I was in a relationship. So I've been in several different relationships, and I feel like I'm not relationship out, but I know what that looks like, and I also am dating differently now.
Yeah.
I think
talk about that though. Talk about that.
So being in a new state and being far from home,
right? Hey.
Being far from home, and where we went to college at and where we grew up at, dating is a little bit different because out here in Alabama, it's not, especially in the city that we're in. We're in a college town. We work at a college, so that's dead.
Yeah,
that's over with.
Yeah,
and the people I talk to are mainly from North Carolina, or they might be from the crib or something like that. But now I'm thinking about, all right, do I want to go fly and see this person?
Yeah.
Do I want to fly this person out to see me? Do I want to have a long distance relationship right now because of where I'm at? And people could be like, oh, why don't you find nobody in Alabama? It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
1 and 2, man, it's just we work at the college. Like we're college age technically still, right? But we can't. We work at the college. There's no way.
I'm not putting none over my paper.
Yeah, like that's just not.
That?
That's in the contract. You know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah. Nah. Point blank. Period. No.
So that kills a lot of different things, and then going out is different for us, right? Like brand new city, Alabama, young black males, in a city where it's
mostly
Caucasian. It's different. Just looks different.
72%.
It just
to be exact.
Yeah. And when you go out, you can tell. You can tell it's 72%. And coming from HBCU, where everybody you see looks like you, to barely seeing anybody look like you is just we knew it existed, but for the last 4 years of our lives, that was just not the case.
And people ask me, like, when they talk about my experience at a HBCU, I always say that it's really trickery because when you're there, you almost forget that you're the minority because you're the majority in your bubble of a school.
In your world.
You know what I mean? So
for 4 years that really shape who you are.
Man.
So, yeah.
So I think it's hard because when you step off campus, you like, it's kind of like it's not like I'm, having an epiphany. It's like like back to
Oh,
what society is.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
and don't we not saying that it's nothing wrong with other races, ethnicities. That's not what we're saying.
No.
We're just saying that this is our truth.
Well-
and yo, get your boy, get your boy. Hey, we're just saying that this is the truth that we live right now, and so one thing about us, bro, we're gonna be transparent. Like we're not gonna sugarcoat it. This is how we feel, and more than likely, 10 times out of 10, I feel like I'm gonna say 100%. There's somebody else out there who feels how we feel right now.
Of course.
In a similar
Of course.
situation. So.
I mean, I feel like in high school we might have felt like this a little bit. No, well, not really. Actually, let me not even say that because I didn't feel like that. Well, did you feel like that in Maine? Backstory, context. LJ. Explain shit. You explain.
Yeah, I went. So I did a year. I did a year extra of high school. So I did 5 years high school, 4 high schools, right? Which is crazy to think about. Yo, I jumped ship every year of high school, basically. That's not a great way to put it, but pretty much I'd say I jumped ship every year of high school. But yeah, I did extra year high school. I lived
swimming, huh?
Hey, chill. I lived in Maine for a year. Maine has the largest population of Caucasian European people per capita, like as far as state mass, right? Yeah. But the people there, like, I think because like we're from up north, bro.
You've said this before. Damn it.
Yo,
see that.
That is crazy. Because we're from up north, I felt like the assimilation into that culture was way easier.
Yeah.
Right?
Because it was north. Because it was right next to like a bunch of surrounding
Yeah,
states.
man. Like, and all my teammates was from New York, Boston,
Right.
Rhode Island, like Providence, like. So
it
it was
didn't feel
easier.
weird.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Right.
Not at all, right? So I felt like I was used to dealing with those type of people.
Right.
We came to the South. I moved to Florida. I was like, dog, like this is different. Like Southern hospitality is a true thing.
They have Southern hospitality in Florida?
Maybe. I don't feel like I experienced it because I wasn't around a lot. Like you gotta think, bro. Like I went to Florida and I was doing 2 classes, not really. Like I
Wasn't at the school.
nah, bro. Like
Yeah.
nah. Like I had my 2 homeboys I was cool with, man. Shout out C-Lay and Aaron, but that I wasn't. Yeah. So there probably is, but not that I experienced.
Right.
I didn't feel like I
don't
got
think- I
that
don't
to North
think there's-
Carolina.
I don't think there's no Southern hospitality in Florida.
No.
I think Southern hospitality is like a Bama. Now that we're in Bama for sure. I would consider South Carolina, probably Tennessee.
Yeah, I would say that you experienced Southern hospitality probably in
North Carolina too.
probably the Carolinas, Bama, Louisiana, Mississippi,
Yep.
and then like Tennessee. That's probably like
And Tennessee is. Well, what about Kentucky?
Nah, that's
Like
not far
borderline?
enough. That's not far enough.
Tennessee's further than Kentucky?
Yes, Tennessee's right above Alabama. I mean, and I haven't been to Georgia enough to know, but I would maybe like group.
Yeah,
I
probably
think it's
Georgia.
funny though because
How do we get here?
I don't know. How do you hear? Florida is in the South, but like people will tell you like that's not like it's not the same as like
Nah.
Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama.
Nah.
So
Florida jet. Florida jet.
hey, I'm a Florida baby. But yeah, man. So I think that for us, man, this is our truth, and we've had these experiences, but
Oh, dating.
yeah, it's hard to foster those relationships, man, in places like this because we just not really we're not seasoned like we used to be. I feel like kind of navigating these spaces. Fresh out of college, I feel like
I'm seasoned.
he's okay. Let me reword it. We're seasoned, yes, but I felt like it was definitely a shock coming from HBCU, North Carolina
Yeah.
to Deep South Alabama. That's
Oh.
that's what I meant.
Yes, yeah, not used to that at all. When we first got to North Carolina, I was not ready for the Southern hospitality. People tell me all the time, like, bro, you are a Northern through and through.
Yeah,
Like
most
you
definitely.
are a Northern. I'm like, bro, I don't know if I'll shake this because I've I've never. I will say this, right? I've as much as I've moved in my life, I've never lived past Illinois.
Yep.
Besides when we went to North Carolina, right? Like straight north. Either Illinois, which was Midwest, Chicago, Kankakee, and then Northeast.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was
true
it.
Northeast.
True Northeast. Like that was it. So going to North Carolina, now coming to Bama, and back to dating, the women are just different.
Yeah.
You know, talking to them is a little bit different. And I you know, if it's not, I ain't going. So it's truly different. But yeah, man, it's not something I'm really focused on.
Yeah.
It's something that I will say this. Being this far, I do yearn for the love and the affection.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like, bro, like I miss that part of it. But nah, man, nah. I got some things I gotta chase. I ain't really tripping about no shorty.
Okay. So I mean, so I think for a person who's in this space where like, yeah, they may not be looking. I think although you're not looking, like there's still room for improvement and growth, right? Like emotionally and
Of course,
and
I think in relationships, like in
yeah, like and speaking more towards dating, because I think just because you're not looking does not mean that you don't have stuff to work on.
yeah, for sure. I think you can. Shit, everybody tell you I'm not perfect by any means. So I think for me, it's, you know, once, and I talk to God about this often. I'm trying. My next step is I want to be a husband.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'm 23, but once I get this pay, and I'm working how I want to work,
Yep.
I want my wife. I don't want no girl. I don't want no short. I want my wife.
So you're saying that like that next step for you is like, yo,
Dog, I'm not trying to. I'm like,
it's okay.
I'm like, dating is cool, and obviously I have to date to get to a girlfriend to get to a
Right.
wife.
Right.
So I'm not gonna skip no steps.
Mm-hmm.
But my mentality as far as like dating right now, I won't sit up here and act like I'm the most innocent either. I had fun, I did what I did, but I'm just not. I'm not there no more, bro. I'm not that person that's like
We call that
growth. Like I'm just not that person looking for a fun time anymore. Or just you know,
So how hard is it for you to like have that realization, but then like not have one foot in and one foot out?
it's not hard now because I'm far, right?
Yeah.
I think like distance definitely plays a part in that, and I'll be transparent with that. But also, in my when I find myself thinking in those type of ways in my type of manner, my heart won't let me, you know, go past a certain point no more.
Okay.
Like my heart won't let me, my mind won't let me even be like, yo, like, man, if I had shirt, like, nah, it won't. It might in my heart of heart, like my soul would be like, bro, you not. That's not it. That's not the move, King.
Yeah.
You're not trying to. That's not what we're trying to do. That's
You
not what
you
we're trying
being
to do.
realistic about your situation.
Yeah, like
you know?
that's not, bro. Cause my favorite question to myself, and I started this my junior year, and I feel like I said this a lot to y'all and to Miles and to Jai. I do that, and then what?
Right. Yeah. And you know what? And that is a great question. When you think about the person you about to be dealing with, the decisions you about to make, ask yourself,
Then what?
then what? Because that's going to save you from a lot of things.
I mean, bro, it saved me from so much trouble. Once I figured that out, my vocabulary. Once like I forgot what store, Instagram, TikTok told me that. But it might have been Miles or Jai. They might have been like, bro, and then what? It might have been you. Somebody said, and then what to me? Mm-hmm. I might have heard it somewhere, and it never left me. And, you know, I still made my fair share of mistakes, but it did save me from a lot of things that I was just like, bro, you go to that party, you hang out with that girl, you talk to her, you don't really feel her, then what?
Yeah.
Like quite literally, what did you gain?
And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to shoot it straight. I'm going to tell you right now, for any man watching this, any young man, any man my age, I don't care if you older, having aimless, pointless sex is not it.
Nah, man.
It's not it, man. It's not it, man.
Nah.
You're not really meant to be sharing energy with that many different people, yo. Energy can get siphoned. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, more of a story. You don't know these people. You having pointless relationships like that. You don't know these people. You don't know who they are. You don't know what they do outside of what y'all about to do. It's not worth it, dog.
It's not.
It's not worth it, dog.
It's not.
It's not worth it. Ugh, that just made me cringe all over
Yeah.
again.
And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like looking back, and experiences and mistakes are what make you as a person. But there's some things that you look back and you're like, man, that's not a good feeling to like I did that once, or I was that person once, you know. But that's growth.
Yeah.
That's growth. That's life. That's growing up. Everybody experiences that.
Absolutely.
But I would say if you can, bro, prevent yourself from getting put in those situations.
Yeah. I like this saying. My grandmother used to say it a lot. You know, like who like you.
Hey, say that again.
Like who like you. For real though, because
3 times. Hold on.
like who like you, because oftentimes you get to these situations where you try to like somebody and they don't reciprocate that energy, and you're like, man, why don't they fool with me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It might just simply because they just don't fool with you, like, and that doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make you a mean person, doesn't make you a terrible person. That's just you're just not their vibe, or you're not their vibe, or whatever the case may be. But like who like you, and I think that saves you a lot too, right?
Yeah.
Because if you like who like you, and then you like, oh, I really do like you. You know, you because you like me. Because you don't want to be with a person that likes you for one thing, right? No. And I'll say this, man, being from where I was born, and being from where I'm from, and having to not live in North Carolina, like I didn't live in North Carolina going to that school, and I don't know if you can hear this. A lot of women put me in boxes of like, oh, you're not boyfriend material because you live far. Like that's not the box you fit, because once summer happens, I can't see you, or we can't do whatever, or you can go on dates or stuff like that. So it's better to like who like you, because you don't interact with people like that have that way of thinking, or that have that mindset, or put you in this box that you may or may not fit into. You know what I'm saying? So if you just simply like who like you, and have relationships with who you want to have relationships with, outside of the physical.
Yep.
Outside of the physical, bro, you'll save so much time, energy, money.
Mental
agony, and drama. Shit.
Yeah. Man.
And just like you'll save yourself from all of that, because
I value peace over everything.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, and I think if I could go back and tell like my 19-year-old self, I would have been like, yo, hey, like who like you. You are not for everybody.
Yeah.
You are not for everybody. And not saying I was for everybody. Let's hold on. But you are not for everybody. Everybody can have access to you in any sort of form.
Right.
And stay down. Like just stay down in them books, man, because if you stay, and that's why right now I'm more attached to my goals than people, right? Because my goals is gonna stay with me. The relationship's gonna come. The people gonna come.
Yeah.
You know, whether you're here, you're supposed to be here. God gonna put you here where you're supposed to be here, right? So that's what I would tell my 19-year-old, my freshman year self.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think like for me, I would I think the first thing I would have said is accept when people want to do right by you. Accept that.
Really?
Yes, right? And
accept when people want to do right by you.
Yes. Yes. And I say that because before college, I struggled with like the fact that somebody liked me. I have no problem, telling people like I was a late bloomer in the friend group. It wasn't till like that year before college, I talked to women and stuff, but I was so focused on ball and like, I grew up kind of chubby too, man. It is what it is, but it wasn't until like college, man, I really got in the weight room and I was, trying to go play college ball. I really kind of, straightened up, ripped up. I started getting tatted, man. I had locks that like, it just kind of the perfect storm.
They basically say he was that nigga as freshman.
That's basically
what he said.
No.
If y'all put two and two together, that's basically what he said. He said I ended up being that guy. Your freshman year was fun?
Freshman year was a great time, man.
You had fun?
It was, yes. Yes. Yes, but I would have told myself, man, don't get caught up in the relationships that don't mean nothing. Accept those who want to do right by you, because when you don't have those relationships anymore, you're gonna wish that you would have did right by those people. And then I think I did a great job by like, I had all A's damn near, like so that grades wasn't never a thing for me, man. But I would have said slow down, bro, slow down. But we were talking earlier, man, and as two entrepreneurs, like, how does being an entrepreneur affect how you look at like a partner or having a relationship with somebody?
Drake has a. I remember I was watching something. I think it was Drake and Yachty.
Yeah.
And Drake says, "You have to fit my lifestyle."
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Drake by any means, but I think that mentality of like you have to understand that I'm going to pour time into my craft, whether it be the podcast, whether it be my clothing brand, whether it be my short stories in my film, whether it be whatever it is. I think you have to understand that I'm a workaholic. Like my last girlfriend always used to tell me like, bro, I will wake up and you will be gone at 3 a.m, 2 a.m, just in your other room. I'd be like, yeah, like I really work throughout the night.
Yeah.
Like I really be, you know what I'm saying, like in that mode. Women would call me and be like, yo, what are you doing? I'm working. I'm doing what I'm here. So if you don't understand that, so it doesn't change my aspect on relationships, but I feel like you have to understand that part of my brain that I'm gonna keep doing this no matter what, right?
Yeah. And I think for some people, because this is not, this is relationships in every form. I think some people, they say they're with that. They're like, yeah, I get that. I understand. But then when you really get with somebody who's
really living that
lifestyle, like overly immersed in their craft, bro, you like, oh, like this is what this comes with.
Yeah.
Like, I'm up at 3 o'clock, like, yo, I have a great idea for a skit for a clothing brand drop. Or I'm constantly thinking or talking or like, yo, like, let me put in my notes like this idea I just had. Right. Or I'm in the shower and I swear every day I'm like, yo, I was in the shower and I was thinking about this. Like, that's like my time to really develop those ideas. But I think a lot of times people
like how water be hitting your brain stems and it just be.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, when you bounce the ball and the air in the balls, the particles get to moving. That's kind of like how the water do for my brain.
Bounce the who?
A ball. Like the particles in the ball, they get to moving. That's how a ball bounces. The more faster they move, the more the ball bounces. That's like my brain. The more the water hit my brain, the more the particles in my brain get to moving. And I start thinking about stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
But I think for some people it's hard to grasp that concept of.
Do you think it shapes different for you? Like,
no, but let me say this though. No, but I think having somebody who supports you, fully, I mean, not 75, not 99, 100%, and even more. And I think sometimes it's hard. It's hard telling yourself like, yo, I'm proud of you. Yo, like, keep going. Like, being your biggest fan.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's hard. Yeah. I know that's a part of being an entrepreneur and, starting from the bottom of whatever you do. But sometimes I be thinking like, man, it would be just nice to have somebody, besides my parents, besides, you, besides our other friends, to tell me like, yo, like,
some romantic.
I see you. Yeah, I see you.
Yeah.
So it doesn't change how I view them. But I think that when I look for somebody, it's like, yo.
Yeah, you have to,
You have to be here. And sometimes, bro, like when you get in a relationship with somebody who's not an entrepreneur, like, they're like, yo, like, why are you so fascinated with like trying to figure out how to scale a business?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I think about when I'm having a partner, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those qualities have to be within.
Yeah.
For sure. Before we, and I'm talking about that before we really even get into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's me. So to answer your question, it doesn't really shape it, but you got to have those,
So how do you feel about like clingy women? How do you feel about women that just want to be in your skin 25/8? Like, cause, there are women out here that are very like, I'll let my man do his thing, or I'll let my partner do what they got to do, but he better be in his bed by 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
because we gotta watch this movie and we gotta chill.
Yeah. I
So
think
how do you feel about women being like what does that look like for you?
Yeah, I think that's something that I struggle with because my mom is not so you're only a victim of what you know. So for me, like my mom was not like that. I never saw that with my mom do that with my father. And my parents, well, let me speak about like my mother was never like, oh, like, yo, like what you like bombarding you, like what you got going on, what are you doing? Like she kind of was like, yo, like I'm letting you do your own thing, right? So I think like when I have a woman, I'm like used to having a womanly figure in my life who's like, yo, like I'm not really too worried about what you got going on. You know, I'm gonna see you when I see you, and it's not like like abuse that, and I'm not communicated, and I'm just
Right.
but it's just like yo, like I know you grinding.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna see you later.
Yeah.
You know, shoot me a text if let me know you're all right.
Yeah,
like let me
yeah.
know you're okay. But
Yeah.
so for me, I'm like really bad at like accepting people who want to like be around me and be involved in what I got going on. And it's like, oh, you just said like you want somebody to support you. I know, I did. But I think like for me, it's hard sharing those goals with people sometimes because I feel like the way I think and how I process things, somebody else may not understand. And trying to get somebody else to understand, it's like hard for me to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's something I have to work on. But I think now that I'm older and I've experienced that somewhat, I'm like, yo, gang, you didn't cherish that enough. Like you didn't see their point of the spectrum enough.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah.
Do you think that's one of your your red flags? You can't see the other side of the coin sometimes?
Yes. And more so now lately, bro, I have been self-reflecting so much on that. And I struggle with the fact of sometimes I'm like, yo, is this just you? Or are you just I don't want to say like being a rebel, you know what I'm saying, or like not accepting the fact that like this is something that maybe you need to fix, right? I kind of struggle with that. I don't even necessarily think it's a red flag. I think it's just kind of one of those things where like it's a barrier, a wall that kind of has to like be broken down. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's something that might need to be worked on or fixed. Yeah, that's a great question though.
Yeah.
Like, so I think for you, like, what are some red flags? I really hate the term red flags. Can I say that?
Yeah. I think it's yellow flags.
Like,
Some warning signs. Which
I
are
don't
some
know.
things you have to work on.
Yeah,
pretty much.
man. Like, I think everybody has stuff that needs to work on. Like, and I think like when people hear red flags, bro, they like,
Because technically we're using the term wrong. Red flag is something that is just bad.
right,
Like something bad that, like a trait that you have that you know is bad that you're like, bro, this is for sure a red flag of mine.
right.
Things we're talking about are like, bro, I have to work on this, right?
So,
And the term bad is like different variations of bad, but that's
so what are some areas of growth for you romantically that you think that you need to fix? I think that's a better question.
I think I ask a lot of questions, and I think I man, that's a good question. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm the best thing since sliced bread. Like I do internally, and like my mind just won't allow me. Like I truly, since I was a little kid, I'm made in the image of God. I'm made in the image of God, and I feel like my confidence level and it's almost taken as arrogant. It's almost taken as the way I walk, the way I talk, the way I act.
Yeah.
It's taken as like, oh, he's just so full of himself. And for a little while when I was younger, it was because nobody else filled my cup, but God, my mom, my dad. Like nobody else filled my cup externally, right? So, with that and being older now, I don't showcase it as much. I know when to shine and when to just be easy.
Yeah.
But I need to learn. I need to continue to learn that I'm not always right. Even though my senses are telling me sometimes like, yo, this isn't adding up, that something may be off, bro, your senses have led you wrong before.
Yeah.
So you're not always right. And I think, and I have a great success rate. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I don't have a good success rate. But where it's burned me at is where I think I know something for a fact, 1,000%.
Yeah.
She did this, or she did this. Something's going wrong. Blah blah blah. It may just be my blinders or my brakes pumping themselves because I care too much.
Okay.
Or because I'm loving too hard, or because I like her more than she likes me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm my brain is telling myself something has to be wrong, because why do I have this sense of emotion of like, why do I feel this heavy about this person? So I'm creating obstacles for myself. Like I'm creating barriers for myself, and I have to know when this is a real problem, this is a real thing that you have witnessed. Something's wrong, or this is make believe.
Because it sounds like it's almost you're creating non-existent problems that are there.
And
if there wasn't a problem, now there is because you make it.
Because I made a problem, right?
Right.
And it could be as simple as like, and I overthink sometimes. It could be as simple as like, and this is kind of new for me, to be honest with you. Why they tone different? Why has this been happening in the past, couple of days? What's up with this? And like I said, I date differently now, right?
Yeah.
So distance is a thing. Long distance is a thing where there's way more room to overthink.
Is long distance an absolute no for you?
I've done it before.
Okay.
I've done it before halfway.
Right.
I'd ever done it full. But no. As long as it's an absolute no for you?
No, but I don't know. You would just have to be so different. Like I had to have. I mean, I would have to have a sign from God, like like this the one. So I wouldn't write it off. But
what if money wasn't? I think the biggest thing for long distance for me is like money's not a factor anymore.
I don't even think it's money though. It's time.
I don't think time and money is a factor anymore. I think from where we are right now, I can buy a flight every 2 weeks if I wanted to. If I wanted to.
Yeah, right.
Depending on where, obviously. But I know I could do it every month.
Yeah. I think that, yeah. Okay, that's more.
Like every 3 weeks, I could buy a ticket. For sure.
Yeah.
And I know if I could buy a ticket every month, my shorty should be able to buy a ticket at least every month.
Right.
I'm at least seeing you twice. I feel like I can do that. And I also know this isn't permanent. This is temporary, right? So I could do it. I feel like I could. But like you said, you'd have to be.
I think so. When I was hearing you talk, it made me realize that for me, I think I read into things too much.
Yeah.
Like I think, bro, you could text me something and put a period at the end, and I'm like, "Yo, Jack, what does this mean?"
Yeah.
yo, what does this mean? Hey, Mom, what you think about this?
Yeah.
And I feel like it kind of creates like a unnecessary anxiousness about a situation that like wasn't there.
Exactly.
Like I saw this TikTok and this lady was talking about how, and I feel like I'm like this, like just because somebody's not texting you, just because y'all haven't talked, does not like that doesn't dampen the like how much they like you. You know what I mean? Like I'm one of those people I absolutely hate. Y'all might get me for this. I hate you do what you was gonna be doing beforehand. You couldn't have texted me and told me you was gonna be busy. Sometimes you don't know what you're gonna be doing beforehand. Sometimes you do, yes. But sometimes you don't. And we work a job where I'm not gonna lie, bro, they could be like tomorrow and we walk in at 8 a.m. and matter of fact, y'all gotta handle a situation that's gonna require y'all to not only be doing it all day, but then be doing it past your typical work hours.
Yep.
And I'm not not like that, but I'm not thinking about you in that sense. Like not when it's a dire situation that I'm navigating right now. Like I'm not thinking about you. So I low-key hate that, but I don't know. I think
they're gonna call it a red flag in the comments.
they are, and I think that's terrible Because I don't feel like it's a red flag. I feel like that's me being realistic. And yes, I acknowledge that, bro, you can communicate. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I think sometimes people don't like to put themselves in other people's shoes, and they like to throw that out there. Like, you knew what you was going to be doing. You knew what you was going to be doing. No, I didn't. But sometimes I did, though. Sometimes I did. But sometimes
It's
you
so
just
funny
don't
how
know.
God works. It's so funny how God works. Because the same thing you are complaining about with they don't understand, like, the other side of the coin is the same thing you need to work on. Ain't that funny?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, I learned how to say it today. It's almost like the pot calling the kettle black. Boy, I got it that time. Shout out Lil Zay. Lil Zay, I got it, boy.
Yeah, man. So I navigating relationships in your 20s is,
Very
I mean,
different.
bro, it's so different.
It's different because society tells you something else that, you may not want what society wants, right? You may want some, like, 23-year-old black male. They like, bro, I'm trying to go to, especially ones that, maybe not going to college or college wasn't really, what they thought it was going to be. They're
Right.
like, bro, I'm getting paper now. I'm trying to go to every city, But I think for us, man, it's just like, especially because of the city we live in, it's so different. It's not as fast paced. It's we like, bro, adapting to our environment in the sense of like, bro, I'm not trying to go up to the club every weekend. We've also, I don't want to say never been like that, but we've never liked that more than a game night at the crib.
Never. And I don't think I ever will.
I don't think I ever will. I enjoy a game night at the house way
Bro, that's
more.
the most fun.
Yeah,
Yo,
way more.
That's the most fun we
than
could
going
ever
to the
have.
club, yeah.
Yo, and
That's what we grew up on.
yeah, very true. Very true. Yeah, very
And-
true. Like, we grew up on, like, we finna all kick it at the crib.
We all
and
about to kick it to the crib.
everybody can come.
Everybody
but we-
can come.
But we at the house.
But we at the house. Y'all BYOB.
BYOB.
Yeah, you
Hey,
feel me?
you hear me?
Bring your own
Hey.
games. Bring your people.
Man,
We can come to the crib. We can kick it. And
you can stay as long as you
bring-
want.
You can stay as long as you want. We can kick
Matter
it.
of fact, I even got a room for you to stay in case you get too far down.
You feel me? And that's how we grew up, bro. So it was like, I think even in high school, like when I started going out, yes, I would go out, but bro, a lot of my things, bro, we at the house.
We'd be at the house and like I ain't gonna lie, bro. We was notorious, pulling up lawn chairs in the driveway
G.
and good
G,
conversation.
and kick it and shoot a ball. That's so
Yeah.
that scenery was never really our vibe. So maybe that's probably a little bit why we want different than
Yeah.
society does. But a lot of us, that might be a miscommunication as well, because I think a lot of young, Gen Z want love. They want somebody to be able to, connect with and
Yeah.
be with. Then there's some of us that, just want to be outside and party, which is, rock out.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I remember I was having a conversation with my parents and I was telling them like, my parents, they always say like, yeah, we you need somebody that's older. It's just, it's gonna come. It's, things that parents should do. Like I don't take it for granted. But I remember this one time I was telling my parents like, yeah, I get that, but I was like, I'm at the point now where, bro, the experiences that I want to have, I want to share them with somebody.
My next real trip,
Dog.
I told you, me and somebody going on a trip together.
Yeah, bro.
So it's not, bro. I understand. Like it's, and I think it's just, I see this all the time. I'm acting like Ferb more and more every day. When I want to talk, I'm talking to my brother. I'm talking to my shorty. Like I don't want 5 of y'all. I don't want 10 of y'all. One of y'all give me a headache enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not even in that state of being like, bro, I talk to 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's too much.
It's a lot.
Too much.
I don't have that much time on my hands.
And you shouldn't. When you work a full-time job, 40 plus hours a week, you shouldn't have that much time.
Yeah, dog.
You know what I'm saying? You need to reevaluate, gang.
Yeah. And I think that's another thing about relationships too, right? And why they don't. Great question. Why don't you think a lot of relationships nowadays don't work out?
Say it one more time.
Why do you think relationships don't work out nowadays?
For one, I think because people let the internet tell them how they should operate. I think that.
Don't hold that thought. Say it again. Say that thought again.
The problem with today's generation and dating is that y'all let the internet and other people tell y'all how to operate y'all own relationships.
Everybody's different.
Every situation is different,
Everybody's
bro.
different. Everybody's different. And it's so crazy because we idolize these people. Like, and I love her. I love her down. I forgot her name. Hold on. What's Shorty name that date Moneybag? Kylie?
No.
What is her name? I love her. Ari.
Ari. Yeah.
I love Ari. I love Ari's personality. She's a great, like, I hope we get to interview her one day.
Yeah.
Ari has openly admitted to Moneybag Yo cheating on her. And these are the people, not disrespecting a relationship, because, like I said, every relationship is different. Every relationship is different. You know, people make mistakes. People mess up. And what's works for them may not work for the next person. But that's the type of things that people want to put on a pedestal. Like, oh, I want to be like them.
Yeah. And you know what? It's crazy because I was just telling somebody this, that a lot of times, bro, as a man, and I know everybody's heard this conversation before, but like, you want to go talk to the dude who's sliming you out, and yo, my man's over here is going to treat you like a queen. I mean, dog, through and through will uplift you.
So do you think women, do you think women go for the wrong guys?
Yes. Yes. I feel like women have a poor nature.
They about to drag you.
To want to nurture a man who does not want to be nurtured and don't want to do better.
They about to drag you.
I have to say it. Y'all want to be mothers to these dudes, bro, and they don't even know how to be good sons. They don't have no relationship with their mom, and you trying to be that man, mother, and trying to get him to do better and change his life. Yes, that works sometimes. But sometimes, bro, let them go, because that's only hurting you, and it's only preventing you from finding better in somebody who's worth that. Like, I can't sugarcoat nothing, dog. I can't.
What's men's?
Do you agree?
What's men's? Don't ask me that.
No.
I think everybody got issues. I think women may tend to pick the wrong male because they have this infatuation of changing a nigga.
Yes.
So I think that, and I've talked to a lot of women about this. They love to be like, oh, he changed for me,
right?
Because I'm different.
There's a satisfaction that comes with it.
Yeah, but I also think men have a problem with. Some of you niggas is lame. Just be real. Y'all don't have confidence in yourselves. I think that's the problem with a lot of men, bro. They want to. You want to be. I see this thing on the thing. You want to. There was this thing on TikTok, and it was a while ago, and I've posted about it too. You want a Superman, and there was a TikTok. You want to be Superman, but you walk past Clark Kent every day. Clark Kent was that guy. I don't care what nobody
Good
said.
job. Good man.
Good man. Good job.
Good man.
Bro, good suit every day.
Woo-hoo.
Went to work. Cooked.
Yeah, what?
Cooked.
Had
Same
a good
people.
had a good relationship with his parents
Had a
too.
great. Was an
Man.
orphan.
Man.
Had a relationship with his parents. You know what I'm saying? Had something going for him outside of that. And a lot of you, man, y'all don't got nothing. Y'all don't even believe in yourself enough to look past women. And I feel like we're both living testimonies of this. The moment you stop worrying about what she thinks of me or what they think of me, and the moment you feel like you understand, what do I think about myself? Who was that person in the mirror that I look at every day?
Facts.
And I want to improve that person.
Facts.
Everything will come to you.
Facts.
I mean, everything, every woman, all the friends, all the like.
Hey.
So I think
I'm gonna do you one better.
Huh.
Not to interrupt you. The moment y'all stop looking at women's butts and uppers and everything else, that's when you're really a grow. That's the problem right there, bro. You see a woman in the street, the first thing you're looking at is ass.
what J. Cole said. J. Cole said it best. He said, Nas said it. Somebody said it. He said, "I ain't gonna lie, the ass caught me the first time.
Man.
That caught my eye. But when I seen the face, when I seen the personality,
Bro,
it's something different.
being attracted to somebody physically is one thing, but being attracted to them, being attracted to somebody's soul,
I think I'll do you one. I think I'll make your point. Being solely attracted to women's physical
Yes.
will do you so much better.
there you go.
Being solely attracted to them and just wanting that. Well, I don't know shorty like a nigga that be wanting.
Isn't it so much better when she look good? She
You-
about her business.
You understand her.
She
You
got
know
a
what she
nice
like.
face, and she got good morals.
You know who she is as a person. You know what
What?
the soul's talking about. I feel like when you get all those, you get all the mixtures involved, you be like, "Ooh, I like you
Gosh.
for real."
And you know what? You can tell when it's a relationship has those qualities.
Yeah, you can.
You can tell because the love is different.
That shit.
The love is different, bro. Like the love radiates. Like you feel that realness that comes off of them.
So, I have a question. You watched my video that I just posted about love.
Yep.
And the point I was making in the video was, do you want to love somebody or do you want to be in love? And I ask you, because they're two different things. Do you want to be in love with somebody or do you want to love somebody? Because, you watched the video. In the video I made, the point I was pretty much making is to be in love, you can love anybody. You
For
can love
sure.
anything. You can love, whatever you say, oh, I love that thing.
For sure.
Because you just love it, right? Yo, God said, love thy neighbor as thy friend. You know what I'm saying? Is that the saying? Is that how it go? Love thy neighbor as thy, whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But you can love anything. You love anybody. But to be in love, that work, that sacrifice, that agape love of just,
Yeah.
really being in love with them, that requires real work. So I ask you, at the point you are now, do you think you're willing to put that work in?
Yeah. I think, man,
Because
the answer is yes.
okay,
Right? But I'm gonna tell you why. I've never been in a space. Let me retract. My apologies. I've never been more willing to accept my flaws and my wrongdoings and to make them right and fix them for the next person or whoever I'm with more than any other time ever than like in the past.
right,
Right now, I'm in a place of accountability and intentionality.
yeah,
Like, I've always prided myself on being that person where if I'm wrong, I have no problem taking accountability and saying that I was wrong. Right? So I'm in a spot right now where, bro, I want the person who I'm with to know, like, yo, I'm not perfect and you're going to get all of me.
Mm-hmm.
And, it may not be preaching the cream all the time, but I'm going to try.
yeah,
Yo, I'm going to try.
yeah.
And
And I think, sorry to cut you off. I think that's why a lot of relationships fail because everybody's once. One of my favorite filmmakers right now, Joshua Neal. He just had a video out. It's like 5 reasons your talking stage just keeps failing, and one of them was like, bro,
he was good in one of them days too.
yeah, he was good one of them days. I think it was funny one of them days. He made a great point that was like, bro, every time something goes left, everybody want to run.
Yep.
The moment you realize that somebody else likes something else or y'all have a disagreement, you want to scatter.
Let's end it all.
It's over with. Or you have so I just think that's why a lot of talking stages fail. That's why a lot of relationships fail, just because nobody wants to understand each other no more. Nobody wants to explain to anybody else how they are, how they feel. And where did love go?
Yeah.
Where did the love go? Because
It's crazy because, bro, Phil, like, so my line, shout out my line brother, Phil. Because his brand constantly evolving. He has a T-shirt, and I have it, and it says, when did
going out of love go out of style?
when did finding love go out of style? And, yo, I feel like that is such a probing question that people need to ask. But, like,
yeah.
like, bro, the new thing is, oh yeah, I have a lot of girls and I'm having a lot of sex and
Yeah.
texting a lot of people. When
I
was
got all the
never
niggas on my phone. And,
that was never what we were like.
Yeah.
Yo, God did not intend us to operate like that.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it's crazy, right? Because I think I struggle with this. I have to sit here and self reflect. I remember one time, man. This is not a relationship romantically, but Miles actually told me this, and Miles was like, "Bro, you know, sometimes you have to tell people how to deal with you." And ever since Miles told me that, I was like, "Dog," because I'm not gonna lie, bro. And please don't take. No, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a different person. I am a different person. Don't think that, oh, he a different, think he a different nigga. He think he all that. No. I am a different person. I am not the typical person that you would deal with.
You say you ain't know anybody met like
Hey,
you
you
before.
ain't met nobody like me before. No. but like I know that. Like my personality is very different. And Miles was telling me, like, bro, you have to tell people how they have to interact with you. And that means telling somebody like, hey, I wasn't really feeling like don't do that. Don't do that again. You know? Like, hey, this is what I like, or hey, this is how I prefer to be talked to. Hey, this is how I need to be comforted. And ever since he told me that, bro, more than a year ago, like that has really stuck with me. And I've truly, like, that's one of those things where when you was like, you know, when things go left or people don't do things that you like, you just want to leave. Like that's one of those things for me where I'm like, you know, all right, when we talking and I'm a very calm person, but you yelling, okay, let me understand. Like, you mean well, but you know, that's not how I like to be talked to. And when I'm talking to you, you don't like that. I may not be giving you eye contact. I don't know. I'm not saying that that's me, but I'm just giving an example. So I need to know. Okay, I need to work on that when she's having a qualm with me, and we trying to figure that out. It's a give and take thing. Like it's a 2-way street. But yeah, to your point, man, people don't want to do the self reflection and the self evaluating, anymore.
And to go back again, man, the flipping of the coin, right? Like, shorty yelling at you, and you like, dang, why is she yelling at me? Like, I don't be yelling. She may have grown up in an environment where that was acceptable,
Right?
And be like, hey, now you have to, you know, like Miles said, and like you said, to teach somebody how to talk to you, right? And like you said, it's not even just romantically. I think that's why a lot of people don't know how to communicate and how to open up and how to express themselves, because one, this shit is crazy. This is a very useful tool.
Too much access,
but this is crazy. And another point is, man, people don't want to open up no more. And being the person I am, right? I feel like I've been like this a lot, pretty much all my life. I've always worn my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah, I feel like you're a give it all up front and then take away. I'm more of a, you got to earn that.
Yeah, you're like give bits and pieces. I'm
Exactly.
like, dog, this is exactly who I am. Yeah. If you have questions, I'm free to answer. Like, this is it, right? If you know, you're gonna know I'm upset. You're gonna know I'm happy. You're gonna know I'm sad.
Yeah.
And because one, it's very hard to not showcase it on my face a lot of the time. I'm just like, bro, like, this is what I am. But that can also get you, you know, burned in some instances because people want to use you and people want to do some stuff like that. But people have to understand, bro, this is a give and take. This is not even a take thing. This is a give and give, bro. Like, I'm
pour into.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like filling each other's cup, as you know, as you mentioned earlier. Like that's all that is, man.
Yeah.
And when it overflows, it's gonna be a crazy thing.
My mom used to tell my dad, and my dad used to tell my mom. My mom used to tell me, like, hey, when you find your person, when you have 5, there's going to be days when you have 5. There's going to be days you just have 5%. That's all. People say give everything you have to give every day.
Yeah.
And some days you just have 5%. This is all I have to give. You have to find a person that's going to have that 95 for you.
Yep. It's going to pick up that slack.
It's going to pick up that slack. Because if I have 5, and it's going to be days where I have 5 and they have 5 and she has 5, and I'm going to be like, shit, we got 10. We gonna work with 10. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We gonna work to get the other. You know what I'm saying? 90 eventually, but there shouldn't be. And I hate this thing. Well, I'm matching energy. I'd be like,
Oh my gosh, that was one of the worst things to hit the scene.
I'm just matching energy,
You're
and
matching-
it's a double-edged sword, right? Because back to our point earlier, like who likes you, and if they don't like you, they don't like you. Like that's very simple. So I get that matching energy in that point. But when we talk about matching energy, we're talking about pettiness. You matching energy,
Bro,
because-
matching energy and get backs, two different things. Two different things, bro. Like, y'all be saying, no, I'm gonna get my get back. Matching energy is not the same.
Yeah, dog. I just like, I'm matching their energy because they were shitty today and they were nasty.
He didn't text me all day, so I'm not gonna text him all day. What?
What are we talking
What
about? What are we talking
Who
about?
taught y'all that?
What are we talking about? And I don't think that's a right way to go about things. It's like, oh, but, and I love women so much. But he didn't text me. Then he must not like me. Whoa.
Like I said earlier, just because they don't.
We have to understand that people have these things, and everybody has them. I don't know if you probably have one. I know I have one. I know you have one. It's called a life.
Oh, I got one.
It's called a life.
I
Just
got
because
one.
a person doesn't text you for a day or for a couple of hours, now they don't like you.
Yeah, that's.
You don't know what's going on in the world because you didn't have the courage or even the self-awareness to be like, man, let me just ask him or just text him myself.
Hey,
That
you
would fix
good?
a lot of problems. It fixed a lot of it. Hey, I ain't heard from you all day.
Pride is a mother. Pride is a. Oh my God.
Pride is the devil.
Pride.
And always got a hold on me. Pride is the devil.
Pride and ego, dog.
But you gotta pop that, man.
Nah.
My dad has a great saying. I love my dad gave me this gem, and I don't think I ever forget this gem. He said, kill your ego. I'm like, I'm young. I'm like, dog, what are you talking about, dog? I'm playing ball at the time in high school. I'm like, he'd be like, bro, go be a dog, bro. You know, go out there and really, really like give it your all for real. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. I'm like, all right, bet. Came home one day. Gave it all I had to give. And I'm like, poured my heart. So I'm like, bro, we didn't win. I didn't have the best of the game. Nigga was like, yo, kill your ego. He's like, you gotta kill your ego though. What? Like, kill your ego. Because you can have a sense of pride about how you play. You can go out there and give it your all.
Yep.
But if you kill the ego, you won't feel like you should have gotten something out of it. Or you should have obtained something because you worked so hard. Kill your ego. And once you kill your ego, and it works in all facets of life, right? In relationships, once you kill your ego, you can look at it from a different side of the coin.
Yeah.
You can be more understanding, and you can be more. You can communicate better your emotions and what you got going on. You can be more open to texting people when they don't text you for a couple of hours. Call them, stuff like that, and be more receptive of that. But the ego is gonna tell you, I ain't gonna do it because they ain't do it. Why would I do that? And this life is not about what somebody can do for you, but the life is about what you can do for them.
And you know what? Some of that's intentionality too, bro.
Yeah.
Being intentional. Like, yes, it may not be the most comfortable thing to like, oh, you texting a person or you don't know, if they want to speak to you or not. But like, yo, like I call that being intentional. Like you like, yeah, you know what? I'm reaching out to you because I care about you.
Because I want to talk.
And I wanna talk to you.
talk.
And you know what? If they don't take that for granted, you leave them alone.
Then that's just that.
Leave them alone. But I don't rule yourself out because you're skeptical and you like, oh, I'm not sure about it.
Bro, I ain't gonna text her, bro. She ain't text me all day, bro. I text her last day, yesterday. Did she text you back yesterday? Yeah, she texted me back yesterday, bro. But she fell asleep, so she ain't text me this
And
morning.
you know what?
Bro, what are we talking about?
Most
man?
of the time, what you think it is, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's almost never what you think it is.
I feel like
You've created a imaginary
and back to what I was saying
situation.
about, back to my point that sometimes you psych yourself out because you're so like you want to talk to them so bad. You make scenarios in your head and you're like, I ain't gonna text them because they probably with so and so, or they probably doing this, or they text me back because they over there doing whatever.
Man.
Which once you kill your ego, once you just really ask questions and say hey, and how are you, and kill that part of it, bruh, that intentionality, that relationship, it'll foster growth. It'll just foster love, just because that's what you've created. That's what you've poured into it. That's the beauty of liking like you. If you pour into somebody that likes you, they're gonna pour into you that you like you back. Yeah. If you pour to somebody that doesn't like you, now I won't just pour into you no more.
Facts.
I'll just go. You don't like me. This ain't what you looking for. It was a pleasure meeting you. This is not what I'm looking for right now.
And that's fine. That's fine, bro. Like bro. I forgot who told me this, man. But people are sometimes only for the season. They only for the season. They only for a few weeks. They only for a few days. Only for a month, and that's fine. You learn. You grow from that person. You give it all you got. And if they don't work out, we move.
We move.
But you know what? What you can say is after that situation, that experience is, hey, I grew. And I learned something. I learned something about myself.
And I learned something. I learned something about myself. Oh, I don't like that behavior. Oh, I didn't like the way they spoke to me that one time. I don't think I like that anymore.
Hey, because I'm gonna be real. What you're gonna learn is what you're willing to take.
I have a question. I'm kind of switching topics, and I saw this thing earlier. Do you think there's a difference between boundaries and rules? And I think I sent this TikTok, and I really want to find it.
Yes, I believe I've seen it.
If you could, please give your best definition.
Right. So to me, rules are a set guideline principle of how something is going to operate. Boundaries are how can I make this make sense? Boundaries to me boundaries are like setting a rope on the ground and dividing a room, right? But what you can do with that rope is create wrinkles and divots in the rope and move it, right? However you want. And so what I mean is by that is if I have a boundary, sometimes boundaries can be changed and altered and pushed and moved around and be reevaluated. But rules are non-negotiables. Like that's the law is the law.
Yeah.
But a boundary for some people, and I think for me, is something that, hey, it's there, but like it can be worked around,
I got you. I understand. I've looked it up.
Okay.
I watched she says, and I love her video, I'll probably try to tag her, a boundary guides your behavior.
Okay.
Like a boundary for me would be, she gives examples, but I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head. A boundary is like, hey, I don't like the way you spoke to me then.
Okay.
That's a boundary I have. Don't speak to me like that. Like, can you not speak to me like that? Can you speak to me in this term? That's a boundary I'm setting.
Right.
A rule tries to control someone else's behavior.
Exactly. So I think I was pretty right.
You were right. You're right. Yeah. So she says a boundary would sound more like, I don't respond to texts after 10 p.m.
Exactly. Hey, I be doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I be kind of plugged in up here a little bit. You know what I mean?
She talks about standards and expectations too, which is pretty cool. So somebody would say like, my standard is I want people to show up for me how I show up for them.
Yeah.
That's not a standard. That's an expectation.
Right.
I think we as especially in the Black community get so caught up in these four things of expectations, standards, and rules and boundaries that we confuse them so much.
Lines get blurred.
And it creates
Oh, and
Like, oh,
non-negotiables, but people
Yeah.
like throw that around too.
Yeah, and it creates this like falsehood of like why something happened, right? A rule, a boundary are great things. I think people should set boundaries. I think those are great things because it should guide people how to talk to you.
Yeah.
It should guide people on how to go about, your emotions. But a rule is like you trying to control how they do things, and
sure.
that's not. No one likes to be controlled.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I just thought that was so super cool. So to my question now, I'm coming up on time a little bit. Yeah. To my question now to you though, what are some boundaries that are, that you have set in your relationships, and they don't have to be romantic, but for you, what are something that's like, bro, don't do that. Like if I don't like this, or you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Asking before you touch me.
Really?
Yes. I do not like people who know how to operate with me. That's fine. Like, if you walk up to me, bro, like, and like you give me a hug, cool. Like, I'm not gonna be like whatever. But one thing I don't like, and I think this is more so, it leans more into like the friend type of thing, but it very much so is romantically too, is like,
go ahead.
Like just asking before you like give me a hug or like hold my hand or something like that. Because I'm not like the most physical touch person, and I be real finicky about like my bubble sometimes.
Yeah.
Like people will tell you, bro, the only woman that I ever hug or person I hug in general is my mom.
Yeah.
Like I don't like like we was in a public place the other day. This good friend of ours, she was like, she gave Jackson a big hug, and then she was like, and for me, she was like, she was like, yeah, like I know you don't like hugs, so I'm, and I she doesn't know this, but I appreciated that so much because you pay attention to the fact that like, yo, my boundaries are not like that doesn't fit within my boundaries.
My boundary,
You know what I mean? Right. Like, and I'm like, yo, she took the time to pay attention to notice that about me.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. Because now I don't want to blur lines and think about something that may be, one of the other things.
Be a rule.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have to think on that one. I'm gonna think on it.
Okay.
I know I have some, but it's they missing me right now. Do you have any?
Yes. So a boundary I have is, and I want to make sure this is.
Oh, I have one.
Go ahead.
If we're together, I'm not gonna lie, you cannot sleep with me every night.
That sounds like a rule.
Is it?
Because you're controlling somebody else's behavior.
Yes, but it's my space though.
So I would say how to make that a boundary.
Or only certain days.
I don't sleep with my significant other. I think the boundary is I. The rule is them.
Okay, I don't like to sleep with. hey, yo, I just that's just not something people get weirded out when I say, yeah, I don't think me and my wife gonna sleep together. I think we're gonna have our own separate beds. We obviously will sleep together sometimes, but I may go get another bed. I may go get another bed. That's fine.
So crazy.
That's fine. Y'all call me crazy if y'all want.
That's
LJ though. That's me. That's how I operate. I'm not gonna tell you how to operate.
I'm not mad at you. I think for me a boundary would be I don't respond to yelling. Now I don't respond to yelling.
Okay.
I don't do it. I just simply don't respond. Not anymore. I used to, but nowadays what the fuck we yelling about.
Yeah. I think that's a good one too, for real.
Yeah. And this isn't. I don't want to put this as a boundary. it sounds like a rule, but I'm trying to make it a boundary where that's the only one.
Okay.
It's the only one I think about right now.
Man.
What are some? Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. I think, hey,
Moral.
I'm gonna tell you, like, the more, like, in all of this that we've talked about in this episode, if you take away anything, take away the fact that your race is not someone else's.
Wow, what a good one.
And I think I kind of said something similar last episode, but I think I say this one kind of applies differently because, like we talked about, your relationships is not someone else's and theirs is not yours. Learn how to run your own race and figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
We're not love gurus or love experts or professionals in any sense of the word.
Well,
but I think you can take value from everyone.
Yeah.
I think you can take something that's said and apply. And I think that you can manipulate it to make it work for you.
Yeah. For sure.
This has been great, man.
Yeah, this is a good one.
I mean, this is phenomenal.
This is a good one.
You want to close it out?
I want to keep talking.
Me too. We can't.
No, it's getting about that time. It's 1:22.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh, yeah, you close it out?
you want me to?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
You open it up. Now I don't
Go
know
ahead.
how to close it out.
Ah,
What Let me think. I wanna you know what I wanna do before we close out?
Mm-hmm.
I wanna give a tribute to Miles.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think of an interesting fact.
Yeah.
You know, from the original podcast, same podcast, but you know, from the original episodes, we Miles always had an interesting fact of the day. And I believe this is a pretty known one, but it's the only one I can think of right now. It's kind of depressing. Sorry.
Oh.
That's a little depressing.
Kind of morbid.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Interesting fact of the day. There's a new study that says 50% of marriages end in divorce. And the reason I'm saying this is because you don't.
You're not giving them no hope. We just gave them all this relationship advice, and you like basically said, yeah, that ain't none of that shit gonna matter because y'all niggas not gonna y'all niggas not gonna make it there.
No. And I'm saying this because this. Let me cook. You don't want to be on the wrong half of that 50%.
For sure.
And the only way to boost that up is to, one, know that it's there, and two, understand why. And in this episode, we've told you guys, because of these certain things. You got to work on yourself, and you have to work with your partner. The two-way street have to both be equally yoked. So push it to 60. Push it to 70%. This is 60% of measures that work out. 70% of measures work out. Because you're taking the time to learn your person and learn about yourself and setting boundaries, not setting rules.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's real good.
I did. You thought I was gonna leave it back.
Oh,
you thought I was gonna leave it back.
Hey, man. On that note, this is episode 2 of the Far From Home podcast. We appreciate y'all. Stay tuned for the next. We out.